Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Well, we're on the way.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure.
And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Hakimi getting forward, strokes it back.
Oh, that's good pressure, it gave him no other choice.
And he welcomes it in. And he was alert to it.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Denmark have the chance to go the other way.
Now it's Messi.
He is through here. That's good play. Wriggles his way through. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Hakimi. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh no, this does not look good. Plenty to wait.
Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Namdin have their second corner now.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Hakimi
Receives it in a wide position. First quarter of an hour gone.
Partey.
Messi. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Now Mingueza. Partey.
And it's Messi. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
He's on it, can he get away?
Bellingham.
Now Mingueza.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get on the end of this? Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Mbappe. Timber.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space.
And he shoots! Goal! Denmark! The first significant strike.
There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Denmark have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Tchouaméni.
Namdin really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's shifting through the gears here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Timber.
Bellingham.
Tchouaméni.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Bellingham out towards the flank.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
A header! That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Oh, super find.
Oh, well played, well played.
Real chance!
And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Denmark are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Llorente. Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rabiot really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Bellingham.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution on the field, number 13, Dayo Upamecano.
So we're off again.
Coming on to replace him.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been slung wide. Getting up there! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Rabiot is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Namdin come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if...
Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Haaland needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. That'll be a corner. So, third corner of the game.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Rabiot. Coming on the field is number 20, Mohamed Kudus. Substitutions taking place.
And now they can spring out of defence. Namdin, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bellingham is onto this. Bellingham is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Llorente. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Denmark clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. So what can they make of this? Rodgers on a strong run here. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Haaland. And now the breakaway. Now, can they get him away? He's got away. Yamal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Martinez, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Good ball, good take. Saliba with a fine tackle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now that's a lovely exchange. Aimed beyond the defence. Now the delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Look, this is so
Guehi has given away a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. So we have movement on both benches.
Number 22, Bellingham. Number 5, Chouameni. Number 2, Hakimi. Number 17,
Man didn't really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about it.
He's having a shot! And that's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's...
Shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kudus, Rice, and it's Mendes. Great vision. Now it's Kudus. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Deep into stoppage time. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Can he get it through? Saliba. And that'll be the end of that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Just a quick reminder today,
definitely
please
struggled.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Timber spots it and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Now then, the ball's come... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Played in with purpose.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute...
And the finish! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. Drills one in. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Thomas Partey, Peter, has an amazing engine, constantly covering both boxes and both flanks. The perfect player you want sitting in front of your defensive line. You'd be hard-pressed to find players who are any better than him at screening the ball.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Namdin has the chance to go the other way. Timber. Neither side yet able to find the net. Bellingham. And he's forced to go back. Upamecano. Rabiot. Pass somewhat off target. Timber. And he was quick to react. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. And it's Rabiot. Gyökeres. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gyökeres. And he's only too happy to take that back. Gyökeres! Goal! Denmark! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Timber. Bellingham, looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Saliba. Here's Tchouaméni. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Bellingham. To Rabiot. And it's Bellingham. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Gyökeres is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Is there any support? He might not need it. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Mbappe, ready to try one.
The keeper is ultra busy in...
Mbappe! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now it's Messi. He shifted it to the flank. Can he get it through? Oh, it's played into... It's rising! No, not the best of headers.
Mbappe really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham, challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's a throw. Timber. And it's Rabiot. And he's whipped it across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. In again. Cleared without hesitation. Partey. Looking for a runner.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's very neat. Messi getting forward. Partey. Picked out brilliant. Goes for a shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Namdin finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Namdin have their second corner now. He's having a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Namdin really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's an excellent interception. Mbappe is there and he can get that clear. Gyökeres looking understandably energised after his goal. Mbappe! Messi. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Llorente. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
The ball has bounced loose now. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, that was vital. Rabiot. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Messi. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Mbappe. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. Namdin really are going about things in the right fashion, Pete.
There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Tchouaméni. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Yamal. Substitution.
It's a shot!
Alexander-Arnold clears without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Rabiot. Namdin do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
What's going wide left? And Burmo gets a good foot in there. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Played back in.
Namdin truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Burmo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's worked it through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that has left him in a heap.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 12.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Number 17, Marcos Llorente. Coming on the field, number 20.
Mbappe, he is onto this.
Number 2, Hakimi. Number 6.
Back in once more.
Eder Militao.
Ruben Dias
Number 8,
can get it clear.
Tolia. Substitution.
Namdin have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Ruben Dias. Now it's Haaland. Martinez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yamal.
Time is running out here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Toljan. Now that looks a decent ball. Haaland. Burmo finding himself in space. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Goes down, but nothing given. Bellingham. There will be 4 extra minutes. Toljan.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And we come to you now with a quick
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Just eases him off the ball, and he's intervened well there. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rabiot. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Lovely bit of skill. The ball swung in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time. He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cucurella finds himself offside. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Upamecano.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Haaland. Chance for a shot, and again! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, well played. Denmark have the chance to go the other way. And he's had it nicked away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rabiot, and here's the chance to counter. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He can run onto that. Big chance! It's a quick ball upfield. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now he's got space here. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Can he get it through?
Denmark really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure.
Oh, what has happened here? Bellingham. Over to the other side. And it's Cucurella. And Konate. Tchouameni. Rabiot. Nuno Mendes. crunching tackle. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Tchouaméni. Can he get onto this? Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Oh, that's nice. Denmark are looking to go forward now. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Mbappe. Good read, needed to be. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. This is a promising build-up.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Partey. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Namdin clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Bellingham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Timber. That's Partey. Rabiot. Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Partey. And here's Haaland. Partey. Oh, it's come loose. Bellingham. And they can counter here. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. And it's Tchouaméni. That is lovely. Knocks it, and the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitutions taking place.
Denmark choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Nuno Mendes. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Stood up well to him there. Martinez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Tries to play it through. Martinez. Pressing high and with purpose. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Martinez. Driving on and making good progress. Cucurella. And that was nowhere near his best. Rabiot.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Courtois sends that a long way. Now it's Bellingham. Gets a good foot in there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Llorente. And here's Bellingham. Threads one in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 10, Rabiot. Number 5, Chouameni.
Cucurella.
Coming on the field. Number 12, Turnbull. Number 4, number 41, Rice.
Oh, cracking
Substitution
ball.
in progress.
Tries to pass it through. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. And that could well be the winner.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Williams Saliba.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Ruben Dias. Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Denmark nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Bellingham. Kone. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gyökeres. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rodgers! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Denmark have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's played it in low. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Opts for safety. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's...
Bellingham! Sensational from Bellingham! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So, a breakthrough already. Ruben Dias. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Tonali. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Pressure coming in from all directions. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bellingham goes short. Great chance! And that has been cleared. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Saliba. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Konate attempts a clearance. He has a look up. And the shot!
Oh, once he
shapes to shoot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And this is Rabiot. That's a decent clearance. Can he finish? It's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! What a throw in. And here's Llorente. Alexander-Arnold. Now Timber.
Now it's Haaland. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Mbappe. Llorente gets across to intercept that. Saliba. Rabiot. Tchouameni. Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham. Namdin looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Timber. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. He's rising! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Timber. And it's Rabiot. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Upamecano running with intent. Plays it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's run loose here. Tries to play it through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And this could be the final action of the first half. And he thumps it clear. Mbappe getting forward. Oh, that's fabulous.
Such good technique.
And for the first half, that is that. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Namdin looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Haaland. Now it's Bellingham. Haaland. Bellingham. And it's Timber. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Tchouameni. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Knocks it into space. Llorente. Llorente, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. No way through there. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Timber aims beyond the defence. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. Tonali. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution in progress.
Denmark choosing to make the first change. Alexander-Arnold. Good purposeful running this. And a chance! Alexander-Arnold to take it as usual. It's a throw-in. Some really good ball movement. Bellingham. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. Now he's having a shot! Bruno Fernandes. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Great vision. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good effort! Oh, off the bar! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A case now of complete control. Foot in. Haaland. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good take in a good area. Haaland looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Namdin clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a
Hello,
beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Fernandez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Mbappe. Oh, that's neat.
Gyökeres goes for a shot! Goal! Denmark!
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Namdin finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gyökeres, and it's Fernandez. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Fernandez.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Haaland. That's a nicely shaped ball. Bellingham. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Denmark definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being...
Can he finish? And no mistake. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've...
He's rising! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Rodgers unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rabiot.
He's found some space. Mendes has the space to scheme.
Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Guéhi. Bellingham.
Rabiot.
Gyökeres. And Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, super find.
Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni.
Rabiot.
Mendes gets into a good position. And that should get the job done. And it's Tchouaméni. Gyökeres, who's set up one goal so far. Tries to pass it. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Llorente, and here's Haaland, and he's had it nicked away. Partey, Tchouaméni, and here's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Mbappe surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Llorente, Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute added time.
A quick look, thought about. Oh, great leap! And the referee has blown for half-time. Namdin close to setting up the perfect climax there. It really has been pulsating. Reflections on the first half?
Namdin will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're already... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Nice bit of trickery. Rodgers! And he shoots! Goal! Denmark! And they're back in front! Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass.
The
It's
goal
beautifully
scored for
played.
Denmark after 51 minutes is
Denmark with the lead.
Kylian Mbappe.
Llorente. Tchouaméni. Little pass back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. Now Ruben Dias. Mbappe concedes a free kick for that. And he's intervened well there. And it's Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Fernandes is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Tchouaméni, and he's in on his had a shot! And again! Well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten...
And a shot! Goal! Denmark! And again they hit the front.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Denmark leading now. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Lovely pass, but can he get...
Big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a little off target.
And they can counter here.
And it's Timber. Namdin have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Rabiot makes a dash for it.
Rabiot. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Deftly away. Rabiot. Lobbed in behind. Tries a shot! In comes the corner.
Substitution on the field. Number
Namdin
22,
with their first corner,
Bellingham.
the first in the game for either side, actually.
5, Chouameni. Number 10, Rabiot. Coming on the field, number 19, Olise. Number
Oh, what
21,
chance for a shot!
Number
Well, he certainly wasn't in the
18,
mood to take any risks.
Olise. And it's Mendes.
Namdin really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
Namdin have opted to make another change here.
Coming on to
Upamecano.
replace him is number
Neither of these
20,
two want to come off second
Mohamed
best.
Kudus.
Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? And that's a good finish. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Namdin
Mbappe.
making further changes
Number
here,
17.
and in quick succession.
Marcos Llorente.
It is compelling,
Coming on
this,
the field,
utterly compelling.
Number 12.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy.
Number 8.
If anyone's going to win it in
Tolia.
normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Partey really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Kudus showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Six added
The
minutes. has been
final
indicated.
seconds now. Timber.
That's going in strongly.
And it's Partey. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Kudus. Namdin do have a chance to counter here. Well, played right into his path. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. And that could set him on his way. So that means another 30 minutes football. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution in progress.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Namdin displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Upamecano. Now Saliba. And it's Timber. And Upamecano. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he welcomes... There's the shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Haaland fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Denmark are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. That has been cut short. Alexander-Arnold. That's a good foray he's making. And the counter is on. Aimed beyond the defence. Has a look and plays it forward. Timber was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. This looks promising. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Timber is onto this. So there's the whistle, and we will have
And
a brief break.
today that parking in the area around the
So
stadium
those
is
15
strictly
minutes
forbidden.
have
Please
flown
use
by.
parking provided by the club
Limbs
or
now
any other
and
paid
heads
parking
indeed at the
facilities
point
in the area.
of exhaustion. How will this end?
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Gay.
Exhaustion,
Coming on the
physical
field
and
is
mental.
number
Will we
6,
find a winner?
Weder Militao.
Well, this really
Substitution
has been
taking
an
place.
epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Now it's Bellingham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. Yamal. Backward it goes. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit, who may well...
Olise! Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Looking to play him in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Burmo. And it's Cucurella. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Martinez really was well marked.
They'll have to settle for that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here,
everybody,
a clear
and
night,
welcome to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Mbappe! Oh, so close to... Looking to play him in, and it's been played through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Courtois with the clearance. Bellingham. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, just a keeper now! Real chance! Goal! Denmark! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Chouameni. Partey charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Picked out brilliantly. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Denmark are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he was quick to react. Looking for options, for movement. Timber getting this one clear. That's the throw. In with the challenge. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can clear their lines. And now they can spring out of defence. Rabiot. And it's lofted through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Nuno Mendes with the cross. He's in a great, but he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold just loves to go forward whenever he can. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. And he's gone backward here. That has not gone well. And it's Rabiot. Tchouaméni. Bruno Fernandes does well to get it back. Tchouaméni really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And he is dashing away. Haaland couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Bellingham. Nice control. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And here's Rabiot. It's Rabiot! Same again, same outcome.
Namdin really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Now it's Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played towards the other side. Alexander-Arnold. That's Partey. And it's Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold
has been indicated.
He's had it nicked away. And it's Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Haaland. Tries to play it through. Timber. Now it's Mbappe. Now, and a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Namdin really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Rabiot.
Down to business again.
Coming on to replace him is...
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's found a way through, and his chance! And that's a sharp finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Namdin cut their deficit and look raring to shoot!
Substitutions taking place.
Denmark choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Yamal. That is good progress on the left. And that is expertly dealt with. Takes a shot! And there's a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Big chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Namdin do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Upamecano cuts out the pass. Courtois sends that a long way. It's not an especially good pass, that. This looks promising. Yamal receives it in a good position. He's had a shot! Well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 11.
Namdin
Mbappe.
with the lead.
Number
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Number 7.
Denmark really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Cucurella. Yamal. Bellingham. Now Saliba. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Timber. Kone. Bellingham. Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Threads one in. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Timber. Five minutes left on the clock. And back to the keeper. Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella. That is a brilliant interception.
Denmark really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Added time.
Timber. That's a good run down the left. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's neat. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Now it's Partey. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, no circumventing this opponent. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Yamal looking to play it into the box. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. That's that, the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. Bellingham has it in a wide position. And that has been cleared. Haaland. Bellingham. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's quick to get rid. And it's Llorente. And he goes cross-field. Looking to play him in. And he's straight offside. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge...
And the shot! Goal! Denmark! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Towering header! Olise can clear it away. Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fernandes. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run. Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Namdin are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Rodgers.
Namdin really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Chance for a shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Knocks it into space. Llorente. And it's Rabiot. Tries to pass it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rodgers. And it's Fernandes. And he was quick to react. Nuno Mendes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Mbappe. Olise did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Guehi makes the interception. Mbappe. Fernandes. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly... There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tchouaméni. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodgers does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bellingham. Here's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Good claim, no margin for error there. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Konate gets it away. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Rabiot.
Away we go again.
Coming on to replace him.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either.
He's having a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Gyökeres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Denmark with the corner. They're first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Stood up well to him there. Namdin have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Namdin come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Yamal. Haaland. Now this could be a chance. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Haaland. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is
Namdin
number
perhaps
18.
contemplating their next change
Substitutions
here.
taking place.
Burmo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe! And he was alert to it. Olise. Olise making good progress on the right-hand side. Pass is just off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Tries to play it through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the ball's gone astray. Can he get it through? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution in progress.
Denmark making further changes here, and in quick succession. Oh, this is a great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gehi. And it's Bellingham. Nicely shaped ball. He's having a shot! Great vision. Always onto this. He has found the way through. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away?
Namdin are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack for that matter.
Pass somewhat off target. He's found a way through. Martinez! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Perfect placement. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Champion.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. OK, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect, long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Nice interception, well timed. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread neatly. Van Dijk tries to clear.
Olise, can he get it through? Eder Militao cuts out the pass.
Bellingham.
Namdin are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Kone's cross. No, that's been dealt with. Oh, it's a chance, surely! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Namdin really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Namdin with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Kone. So we're still where we started right now. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Well read, and the danger is averted.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Eder Militao calmly anticipates.
Looking for options for movement.
Goes for a shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That was superb goalkeeping.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Impressive. In he goes again. He's delivered all right. And we have liftoff.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Very nearly half an hour gone here.
Kone. That is lovely. Kone's cross. He leaps for it.
Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Looking to play him in. Nuno Mendes. Now, can they get him away?
Namdin are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, good finish! And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And yes, it's him again. Bullish header! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nuno Mendes. Namdin looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Here's Tchouaméni. Konate gets over and intercepts. Spread to the right.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That looks a cracking ball. Gyökeres stood his ground strongly. Now it's Mbappe. Kone. Haaland. Toljan. And it's Kone. Foot in.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rodgers.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now there. Olise! And this could be the final action of the first half. Olise goes short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that interception. And that is the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Namdin really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game up completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Namdin firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. That gets us going once more. Fernandes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Partey. Tries to pass it through. So much time and space here. Now that looks a decent ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Courtois can clear it away.
Denmark clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Searching pass he's played there. That is a great shot at goal! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game?
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution in progress.
Denmark choosing to make the first change. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, delightful ball. Courtois gets it away, and he's quick to snatch it back.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Kone. Can he finish? Just cruising. They are cruising. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems...
Towering header! And that has been cleared. Can he get on the end of this? And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham. Haaland. This is a promising build-up. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Bruno Fernandes. Passing is crisp and sharp, bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's well spotted. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.